Hey, welcome to the Coffee Man Show. My name is Edgar Loman, a.k.a. Coffee Man. Welcome to the show. Ladies and gentlemen, you already know that if I come on, I'm coming on making some noise. Because I don't just get on the show because I don't have anything to do. I'm so excited about the show today. It's because we're bringing some information from this platform to the world. And if you can share what you're seeing and hearing today, feel free to do so. Because here on the Coffee Man Show, we're always giving away something. I got some great giveaways, and we only do 3 callers. You got up until today is Thirsty Thursday. You got up till Saturday to claim the gift, but it's so amazing. If I'm not giving something away or posturing myself to serve, hey, then you don't see me. You know, and I can always be reached here at 313-686-4817. You can reach me here at the station, 313-868-0342, here on the Coffee Man Show. You know, before I get started, I love to stir up my cup because we want to know what's stirring up out here. And for me to just bringing up stuff haphazardly, I like to stir up my cup and see what kind of gift we got going on, what kind of noise we making. Okay, wow. Whew. The word for the day is awareness. Wow. Awareness. Okay, so when I think of that word awareness, that kind of protects me internally. And when you think about security, the only security we really have is the security within. You know, you can lock your car up and you can suspend it in midair. And if somebody want it, when you come out, it's just going to be a string dangling. The only security is within. How you bring your internal situation to the situation that might be in front of you. You know, so I'm excited about the show today. And the word for the day, like I say, is awareness. And if you think about just a scripture, greater is he that's in me than he that is in the world, it's really about being aware that we're literally spiritual beings having a fleshly experience. So me being aware of that means I get to hang out from the inside out. And that's where my strength lies. The Bible talks about speaking from the heart. Out of the heart, the mouth speaks. The heart is on the inside of you. So if we hanging out on our senses, our sights and our ears and our nose and our feelings and things of that nature, then we're working from the wrong part of how it works. You know, when you think about how things work, anywhere on the planet, you can get to the sun. So you can get to the sun from anywhere on the earth. So if that's where you're going, if that's what you're seeking, so let it be said, let it be done. I'm talking about awareness. Just being aware, first of all, whose you are. See, knowing that is stronger than anything. Because if you wake up, you're sitting on the side of the bed and that comfortable conversation come to you about how could I get paid, then that means you put the cart before the horse. Because you cannot sit there with a stove, talk about stove, give me heat, and then I'll give you wood. That's backwards. You have to go put the work in, get the wood, put it in the stove, and get the results. Trying to get paid before you place something of worth of yourself into something, the end result is beneficial financially, emotionally, spiritually, and all those things. Even a high five and a hug is a result behind you doing something first. So being aware of how it works. So my suggestion is when you get up and you sit on the side of the bed before you get on your knees and pray, ask yourself the question, who could I serve? Because if you think about you leaving to serve, the end results start showing up. Let's say you're an electrician. Who can you serve in your field as an electrician? End results is income. Me being a master plumber, who could I serve? End results is income. How could I get paid? I'm lost from the jump. So it's how you do anything is how you do everything. Start out by posturing yourself to serve, being aware of what's coming out of you to get the results based on the effort in front of you. Awareness. Let me go to the scripture when I talk about awareness. What God says about self-awareness. Corinthians 13:5 tell us to examine yourself. Wow, that's internal. Examine yourself, not check your heartbeat, your pressure. No, examine. That's an internal examination to see whether you are in the faith. Wow. Yeah, that means you got to be in a situation. Test yourself. Or do you not realize this about yourself, that Jesus Christ is in you? Unless indeed you fail to meet the test. So testing yourself is a part of you being aware of whose you are. Then once you realize whose you are, you find out where you are. Based on where you are, you can make a determination on where you want to go. Because it doesn't matter where you want to go if you don't know where you are. Think about what I'm saying. Let it meditate. I'm talking to somebody here, just a ear listening. Find out, because it's a lot going on in your life. It's a lot of people you haven't met yet. When you find out who you are, it doesn't matter what you want to do. It don't matter if you don't know where you are. You can't go to Stowe if you don't know where you are. Stowe can be next door. But if you don't know where you are, think about that. It's an order that you have to line up with in order to get results from the decisions that you make. I'm so excited about this show today. I'm so excited about the word of the day being awareness. We're going to take a break and we're going to come back with an awesome guest. This young lady I met a few months ago has been inspiring me to change my life. Because when you get with somebody that's a fire starter, I say keep your matches ready. Because it's getting ready to burn. I'm telling you now. Let's take a break. I'll be right back here on the Coffee Man Show. And remember, here on the Coffee Man Show, we want to keep it hot and keep it stirred.
There are 2 books that you must read this year. These 2 books were written to save your life. One book is free and the other book costs $16.95. The free book is entitled Black Women and Breast Cancer. You can download a copy of the free book at https://touchedbythelight.us. The commercial book is entitled The Prayer Jar. You can only purchase The Prayer Jar at God's World, 13533 West 7 Mile Road, Detroit, Michigan. Again, these are 2 powerful books. Both books are written to save your life. If you do not want to find yourself dying, leaving your young children behind to be abused, fending for themselves, you will read these books. The most wretched person in the world is a motherless child. Why should your child be one? There are 2 books that you must read this year. These 2 books were written to save your life.
Justice for Mario Willis. Truth. Facts. Evidence. Matter. Log into justiceformariowillis.com. Read for yourself.
Hey, welcome back to the Coffee Man Show. My name is Edgar Loma, a.k.a. Coffee Man. Like I was sharing prior to break, word of the day is awareness. Young lady I'm speaking about, you want to be aware of who she is, where she's going, and what she's doing, why she's there. So without further ado, I'm going to let her tell her story. I want to bring to some and present the other, Miss. I love that. Welcome to the show. It's Latrina. Hi. Latina. I want to say Latrina so bad. I'm thinking it's somebody you're going to meet named Latrina, and you're going to just, she going to be like, I've been looking for you all my life. But that's another story.
Right.
Welcome to the show.
Thank you.
Hi.
Thank you for having me. I appreciate it.
We've been knowing each other. Can you shake my hand and be my friend?
Yes, absolutely.
We've been knowing each other. Can we say 60 days or less, or a
I
little,
would say
90 days?
Less than that.
Less than that?
Yes.
It is amazing
Yes.
because every day in 24 hours, because remember, everybody the sound of my voice right now, as well as in the audience, had a last night. And because we had a last night, this is the first day that will be documented that we've never seen before. So we've been moving and shaking since we've met. It seems like we've been knowing each other forever. And since I've been knowing you, Latina, the noise you've been making has been impacting my life. So I want to be grateful. I couldn't wait to put a show around you so I can hear your story. You're a young lady, you're an entrepreneur, and you're moving and you're shaking. Can you tell me a little bit about your cause?
Yes. Well, a little bit about myself. First of all, I am a wife. I have 2 adult daughters.
Okay.
And I'm a grandmother of 3.
Okay.
And so with that being said, I'm a business owner. I quit my full-time job from corporate about 2.5 years ago.
Wow.
And so I'm a real estate investor. And also on top of that, I also have my own meeting planning event, high-profile meeting planning event company.
Okay.
And I'm also a caregiver. I have 4 grown adults that I take care of. My mom just passed away in January of this year. But outside of that, I have my father who I'm guardian over. I have my adult sister that I'm also a guardian over. And then I also take care of my grandmother as well.
Right. Now, you do a lot of stuff. When I met you, and your schedule still to this day is full.
Yes.
And you're meeting with a lot of women in positions of running their own stuff. Like you was recently out of town, and you found yourself modeling for a company that has selected you to be the female superhero of what city? Because I'm telling you, if y'all not following this young lady.
So last year, back in October, actually September, I was in London, and I was in London receiving an award for 100 Successful Women in Business.
Hold up, we got to give it up for her because when you hear, I hear Black Power, I hear female on the move. I mean, behind a strong, successful woman. When you check her track record, she has a man that's supporting her decisions and strengthening her growth. I talk to a lot of women that's moving and shaking, and the majority of them has a strong partner that's supporting and lifting them towards the prize that they're calling. So you was in London, And out of the 100 people you were selected, if I'm not, that you was in the top 10.
So, no, let me say this. So, when I was in London, I was there to receive an award as a business owner. But on top of that, I met the CEO of a pageant company called Miss International World. And so she was actually doing a fashion show, and I told her, hey, I'm a model, I do runway, print work, commercial, and all of that. She said, oh, I would definitely need you.
Wow.
And so I was able to do a runway show in London for a Turkish designer. So it was pretty cool, and also accepting an award. And on top of that, I did my first pageant last year in October. So the young lady that I met, who's the CEO of the pageant, I was able to do a pageant and represented Nigeria. So I did find out I have 40% Nigerian in me.
Okay.
So I was able to
I was going to say Indian, but Nigerian.
Yeah, I was able to compete and actually do a pageantry last October, and I'm doing it again this year, and I'm actually going to take home that crown.
Absolutely. Now I've talked to you. You was out of town, and it was all expense paid with photo shoot and everything.
Yep. So that's next week. I'll be in Virginia.
Now this is the second time this year so far.
Yes.
Okay.
So I was chosen for a Platform Magazine, which is an international company based in California. They chose one of my photos. They saw me. They said, hey, we want you to be part of our exclusive fashion show. That's actually next Saturday. So I'll be flying to Virginia, and I will be doing a runway show for one of the top designers in New York. I'll be on the magazine and also on the Billboard of New York.
Wow. Let me ask, can you sing?
No.
Okay, because I was going to have a bust of Nita Baker or something. I was going to have a just throw, bust a move. Because here on the Coffee Man Show, we always want to be doing something. And speaking of something, I want to gift you. These are from New York, one of a kind. If you find somebody else in this, they stole yours. I'm telling you, because I want to gift you this here.
Thank you.
Right. And I also want to go into my goodie bag, because we're always giving away stuff. I'm feeling like Oprah, so everybody in the audience, you a car. I mean, let me put the word picture of a car. You a picture of a car. If I'm not cutting up, I'm not on TV. Yeah, this ain't no podcast. It's TV. And we going live. Also, Skin Tech. This is a 90-day supply.
Okay.
Invisible gloves. All of you guys are walking away home with this today. You pump it on your hand. You rub it. Give it 2 minutes. Invisible gloves up to 4 hours. So whatever you touch doesn't touch you. Exclusive. Nobody has this but me.
Okay.
I'm one of the founders of the company. This is not out there nowhere. So this is yours. I think I have, because I'm going to just keep giving away stuff. And Anita Baker and my man, what's his name? They wasn't falling out. My man, Babyface. These shirts right here. Now this is Babyface and Kim. These are collector's items. They will never, ever do a concert again. I've been selling these and giving them away, and people been framing them because these two artists are still alive. And if you happen to have your shirt at the event and run into them and they sign it, all I can say is, oh, my goodness. That's all I can say. This one is mine. You got one, and I don't know. Hey, for my caller here at 313-868-0342, I have 2 shirts that I'm giving away as well as with the Skin Tech. This one here is yours. I gotta give. Aww. This is the tour that Babyface and Kim went on, all the cities. This here, my suggestion is frame it, give it to your grandkids. You're looking for, if they ever throw something together, it might be, I ain't gonna say a funeral, but it's gonna be, this tour will never happen again.
Right.
So that makes it a collector's item. This is yours.
Thank you.
You might want to wash it in some Febreze. No, I'm teasing again. I got to quit doing that. You're welcome.
Thank you.
I'm excited about where we're going. I say welcome. Y'all need to start following this young lady. We're going to take a commercial break, and we're going to come right back with awareness. Thank you very much, Miss Latina.
Thank you.
For coming on the Coffee Man Show. Remember, keep it hot and keep it stirred.
There are two books that you must read this year. These two books were written to save your life. One book is free and the other book costs $16.95. The free book is entitled Black Women and Breast Cancer. You can download a copy of the free book at https://touchedbythelight.us. The commercial book is entitled The Prayer Jar. You can only purchase The Prayer Jar at God's World, 13533 West 7 Mile Road, Detroit, Michigan. Again, these are two powerful books. Both books are written to save your life. If you do not want to find yourself dying, leaving your young children behind to be abused, fending for themselves, you will read these books. The most wretched person in the world is a motherless child. Why should your child be one? There are two books that you must read this year. These two books were written to save your life.
Hey, welcome back to the Coffee Man Show. My name is Edgar Loma, a.k.a. Coffee Man. Still waiting for those callers. I'm only 1, 2, 3. It doesn't matter. I think I got about 11 shirts here. You know, 11 is between 11 and 17 shirts. But that's another story. Let me get into my next guest. This is the reason for the season, y'all. I'm telling you now, we want to bring and present to some and introduce the other, Miss Gloria Lee. Welcome to the Coffee Man Show.
Thank you.
Can you shake my hand and be my friend?
Yeah.
Bam.
We
want to go right into the purpose of you being on the show, and I'm thinking it might be tied into awareness. What's going on, young lady?
It is. I have a show. It's called The Women of Courage.
Wow.
And what I would like is for black women to have the courage to go get a mammogram. I'm going to spend the next year distributing a free book. It's entitled Black Women and Breast Cancer. I want black women to understand we are dying in record number because we do not get a mammogram in time. The cancer that's killing black women is not the same cancer that white women get. Our cancer is much more virulent. It kills faster, which means that we need to have a mammogram so we can catch our cancer in stage 1. If we have an opportunity to get a mammogram, please do so. If you catch your cancer in stage 1, we've got a chance to fight it, a chance to survive. I'm very passionate about this. The reason why I'm passionate is because my entire purpose is to save the lives of black children. But we cannot save their lives if we cannot save their mothers.
Whew.
Do you understand me? Our children are being brutalized in foster care. I can prove it. So therefore, if you stay here, you can protect your children. But if you die, the state's going to put them in foster care and they're going to be abused. I'm sorry. This is my passion. I want black women to listen to me. If you're scared of going and getting a mammogram, call me.
Right. Where can you be reached? Yeah, where can you be reached at? Because this is alarming information, and the Bible talks about having the lack of knowledge.
Yes. That's it.
Best way to hide something from somebody of color is in a book. Jesus and them So knowing that you can be reached at a young age on some stuff you don't know, reach one, teach one, to reach one, to teach one. If you are a female, your life is threatened already. Hopscotch and jump rope and patty ball and all that stuff right there. Cancer is already laying dormant in our bodies.
Yes.
It grows in black women a lot faster and is severe because, first of all, internally the black person is not playing. So we're doing more movement internally than we're actually doing externally. And that's why the cancer is severe and it's showing up. But y'all don't realize it till you already got it.
Yes.
So where can you be reached so they can get with you? You can also reach me here at 313-686-4817. I have her direct number. We can get you some information, put it in your hand this day. We can send you an email to get the information because if you don't know, now you know. What's your number, sweetheart?
Okay, my phone number is 734-686-1444. But you can email me at murderedvoices@gmail.com, and I will send you a copy of the free book entitled Black Women and Breast Cancer. When you finish reading this book, you will understand your body.
My God. My God. And I tell you what, we're going to do another show centered around this because I want the audience full of women with mammogram schedules that we can start taking women. We have a van, we have motor pools, we have whatever it takes to wake you up to keep you up long enough to reach one and teach one.
Yes.
This is a major alert for the female.
Yes. It is.
A major alert. You're hearing it first on the Coffee Man Show, and it won't be last. Because if you want to be around, remember, mothers is the reason for children.
Yes.
May it male or female.
Yes.
And if you can get the information early, it becomes a habit. Just like we see our parents smoking and doing other things that become habits, get the awareness. Because the future lies on the decisions that you make today. And we wrapping this show up with the information that you need to have. 313-686-4817. Reach me at any time. I got this young lady's number on speed dial. I'm also giving her a one-of-a-kind necklace out of New York. If you see somebody with this, it's because they took yours. I'm telling you, they ain't making no more. Well, I got 9 of them in my bag just like it. But she got the only one here in Detroit. I'm telling, unless I can give 2 for $5. But that's another story. My take is this. Getting this information right now, because if you sleep this, if you miss this and sleep on this, you'll wake up somewhere else and not have a clue. Because we can easily be sitting somewhere tomorrow, ooh, I wish I'd have known early. This is early. Hello, somebody here in television land. This is early. Yeah. Tomorrow is late. 3 weeks from now is late. In the hospital next week about it is late. I'm too young to die. The devil is a lie.
Yes.
Yeah, right. We was born to one day die, not the next day. So you can avoid an internal situation by getting external information about internal decisions that you need to make. Say that twice. Oh, my. This here, the skin tech, this is yours also. We finna wrap it up, y'all. We came on for a half hour to make some noise. We going right back in the trenches. Next time the Coffee Man Show come on, we going to be making some noise and doing it again. You know, I always like to say before the end of the show, vividly visualize yourself as the person you want to be and enthusiastically achieve your goal. If I could get my young daughter up here, you know I can't do this show without closing it out with my baby girl. She was very little, And now she's not little no more. That's all I can say. That's right. My sister, hi, love you. You want to close it out? Huh? I can't hear you. She's whispering no. Vividly visualize yourself as the person you want to be. You want to finish that?
Oh, an enthusiastic achiever goal.
Boom! This is the Coffee Man Show. Remember,
Yes.
keep it hot and keep it stirred. Love you, Miss Lee.
Thank you
Oh
so
my
much.
God.
Thank you for letting me be on your show.
Absolutely. Absolutely.